everyone, so we're here at CubeCon, and we just got done playing
Velociraptor Cannibalism.
Now, this is one of those games I looked at, I was like, I am not going to not be able to not buy this,
Wrong part. The box art alone, if the back of the box had been connected, was great. Show people the back of the box.
Yeah, it's battle sharks, eat cupcakes, grow tentacles.
And that is an accurate description of the gameplay.
So basically, everyone gets a character Velociraptor, and you have 5 mutatable slots, a stomach, and a nest. The whole point is you hunt through the jungle to find prey and predators and events. Everything has a calorie cost. It's like upkeeping mana, magic, and you can use your calories to mutate, to have eggs, and do other things. And when you mutate, you start actually, like here's the Yith stocks. That would be your new head, and it changes your base stats.
So basically, you can get stronger, you can have better attacks, better defense, draw more cards. The bad part is, tucked into the jungle cards, in addition to things like honey and bunnies and bees, there's things like a phoenix you have to defeat, or Cthulhu's that you have to defeat and stuff like that. You don't know which ones you're going to get. So when you're playing, you just draw 3 random jungle cards, and maybe it'll be awesome things like cupcakes, baby birds, and honey, all of which you promptly consume. Or maybe it'll be awful things like Cthulhu, a phoenix, and some other horrible tentacle monster.
Yes, so it was a very interesting concept. A great party game with a bunch of people. It has a little bit of a downfall to it, as some of the rules aren't exactly specific, so we kind of had to make them up as we went.
Now that could also be that we didn't really read them thoroughly until about halfway into the game.
That's what Frost is for.
Yeah, yes. A lot of people do that. I think that the base rules are actually really easily explained. It's something that you didn't have to sit there like 7 Wonders. I adore 7 Wonders, but you basically need to take a, Anthro 101 class before your first game of 7 Wonders. Whereas with this, we just sat down and started playing cards. It was only when Frost was like, wait a second, I think I can kill you.
It's because he was losing.
Let me see in the rules here.
Yeah.
My bad. This is not a complete cooperative game. There is a lot of competitive because other people have juicy body parts that you want on your own body.
Juicy eggs, as was the case with me.
The winner is whoever has the most eggs at the end of whenever you
It's
decide.
either when you run out of eggs, or every round has an event that runs the whole round. So if you run out of events, the game is over. Whoever has the most eggs, which is called population, wins. And so, like the last hour we played, every body part upkeep was 100 more, which all of a sudden, when we have these highly mutated things, we're cannibalizing things, because if you can't afford to pay for it, you have to eat it.
And you can store it in your stomach for later. If you need a late night snack, or you desperately don't have any puppies around that you can eat, because you can eat the puppies and kittens. You need a shark head, you go ahead and chew your own limb off, and you eat some puppies.
Yeah. So it was quite an interesting game. I really like the mutating factor of it. I think that was just really funny because Frost had tentacles for arms, tentacles for legs, some sort of monkey tail with a knife for a tail. I mean, he wasn't even normal anymore.
And we didn't get into Frost got into the competitive aspect. I think that if we played it a few more times, it would get much more competitive. Because you also have attack and defense, and the attack tends to be, on most of the cards I drew at least, much, much higher than the defense. So I ended up, for example, ending the game with an attack of 20, which was the highest of anyone, and a defense of 4. So I could go slaughter her very easily, but when her turn comes around afterwards, I'm going to be giving up body parts and eggs. And it's interestingly balanced for that, as far as you can be very aggressive, but you're not necessarily going to be able to defend yourself that well.
Yeah.
Which makes sense to me. I actually kind of like that because it was hilarious at one point, because at one point we were trading one certain card back and forth for like half a round.
Phoenix wings until I got rid of them.
Yes.
No one got to take advantage of that card.
But we all wanted that particular card and took advantage of the fact that your attack doesn't correlate into your defense. Your attack is your attack. That's the end of that. So it was fun though. I liked it.
Another thing I really like about it, he accused the box art of being a little too simplistic, like a 7-year-old girl drawn it. I think that the box art really adds a great deal to the game, because they could have gone a horror route very easily, and instead they decided to keep it really light and playful. I think this would be much more entertaining to play drunk, for example, with this level of art. It gives it very, lighthearted, cartoony, like we're watching the Cartoon Network and slamming back some terrible food and mutating sort of thing.
Yeah, the box art didn't exactly sell me. It was the tagline, grow tentacles, basically.
I think the thing about the box art is it makes it that borderline family friendly. Like if your kids are 10, 12, 11 years old and you're able to start doing a little bit more grown up things with them, the art makes it friendly while you're still, mutating and biting off tentacles and reproducing, and they keep all the language very
very much
PG
so.
with that, while also keeping it very vicious and attacky.
So it was a good deal of fun. I think this was if you have a good group of people like us, definitely this is a great party game. It's going to go
And it
through
can be
with.
expanded really well.
And it's because it comes with the first expansion, which is the Cthulhu mythos. And I think they're planning other ones, which is how we kept getting Cthulhu comes up and just roams around the table.
Yeah.
It's definitely a party game for friends. Definitely a good time fun. And especially if you're drunk, maybe, it's going to be even more fun because who knows what's going to come out there.
Yeah, add a little vodka to
The game also ran $45.
Actually, it's 50.
It's 50?
Yes, it's a $50 game. Very much worth it.
I was going to say, people rag on the cost of board games all the time, but how much are you going to spend on, for example, an Xbox game? It's about $65, $70 these days. This is something social that you're doing with other people. You're going to have a story to tell when you're done. As long as you've got a good review on a game, don't be shy about spending $50 if it's something you know you can play over and over again. And this, to me, feels like it has a lot of replayability.
It's super replayability. So I definitely recommend this game to everybody. I'm going to give it a 5.
I agree. For once, we actually agree on something.
We're starting to do that
Mark
more.
the calendar.
Kind of frightening. What about you guys?
Is 5 the max?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're going to give it a 4.2.
I'm fine with a 5.
Yeah, I think 5 across the board. I enjoyed it too.
We all really love this game.
It's all
a
about
fun game.
Velociraptors and violence. How can you not love
And
it?
this one has bunny ears.
It's Tentacles.
My Reginald had a very steampunky one to get started.
And it had a rocket pack until you had to eat it.
I know.
Yes. Things like
You're gonna be
this.
my rocket
Here's a game. Iggy.
All
My
right.
favorite. There are more.
Lots and lots of fun. So yes, Velociraptor Cannibalism. Find it. Trust me, you'll love
Find it, play it, abuse it.
Very
Yeah.
much so.
Easily abuse it.
Oh, the number one thing I would advise making if you're going to play this game, cupcakes. Every time a cupcake card comes around, somebody eats a cupcake.
Could be lots of fun. All right, so we're going to get back to Chupacabra Con. We'll be right back after this.